you did have time to buy it. If you were aware of the drop and you wanted this and you came at the right time, you definitely could have snagged one of these, which in my opinion, seeing this in hand means that it is underrated, because in hand, this is fantastic. This is just absolutely great. What's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. I am Brian, and if you've been following along, you know that recently I have found Strider knives and I am a huge fan. So I've been following a lot of the drops. I missed the one that was 2 weeks ago, but the one from last week I actually snagged. I'm really excited for this one because I have picked up a few G10 models, but I personally prefer full titanium on the scales, and this one has that. It is not a DGG model, it is a flat titanium model. So if you also know this channel, you know that I'm a big fan of Demko knives, and it's kind of funny to say this, but this might be the closest that I'm going to be able to get to a Strider that kind of looks and feels like a Demko from a scale perspective. So let's get this open and let's compare it to some titanium scale Demkos that I've got. The Shark Attack, the Compact Sax, the 8022, and the standard Compact 8020. All right, so one of the coolest things about Strider, in my opinion, this being the Icy Hot Stuntas, is that Strider every week comes up with something new and unexpected for their drop, and it makes it really fun. If you've seen my early reviews, you know that as an example, this Ghost Stripe SMF in the Coyote G10, I thought was just a very icy hot knife, a very just cool out there eccentric design. Again, I wasn't the biggest fan of G10. That's a personal preference. It's not a knock on Strider. Many knife companies in the knife industry use G10. I understand it, but I personally prefer full titanium where possible. So this is an interesting example because I really like the double gunner grip. That's the kind of textured pattern that you see here. But again, this is a hybrid where this side, the show side, is G10, and the other side, the lock side, is titanium. So I actually do have an SNG full titanium double gunner grip on the way from today's drop that I was very fortunate to catch. But this drop here is a SMF, and it is a full titanium on both the show side and lock side, but it is a flat titanium, which again, very closely matches a lot of the Demkos that I've got. Now, if we just look at one real briefly, here is the Shark Attack, and you can kind of see from the finish, the Demko is a stone-washed finish. This might be, maybe, but it's definitely got a bit more shine and glisten to it than the Demko does. I don't know that I could say I prefer one for the other for everyday carry, but this Strider is really nice. I do like kind of the sheen and glisten that it has to it. The other thing I noticed from Strider drops is he tends to mix and match blades to scales. So, you know, I caught this drop with the Ghost Stripe MagnaCut blade, and I believe he has reused the same blade for this full titanium scale knife here, and it allows for kind of, I guess, modular customization where he can do cool, fun, unique things and not necessarily have to reinvent the wheel every time. These are both amazing. They're both super cool. I really do like this new one quite a bit. I'm really impressed with this. It's a very clean knife. In hand, it feels so solid. These titanium scales, full titanium, just kind of blocky. I think they call it the Lego. the Lego scale here. It's kind of the OG flat. It just feels very, very well built, very solid grip in hand. Reminds me of the Demcos, as I would expect. Let's see if we can find, like, what is the closest one here, because I think we've got 0.180 inch blade stock, which would match a regular compact. So let's have a look at these two side by side. And just eyeballing it, it certainly appears to be the case that we've got the 0.18 inch blade stock from a thickness perspective versus a Demco AD20 or AD20 compact. They're right there about the same, almost identical. In hand with my fingers, I can kind of feel the Demco is just slightly, ever so slightly wider overall. But man, as Striders go, this is just a very classic, very solid, very overbuilt piece. I like it better in hand than I thought I would. And you know, it's kind of interesting to see the drops because obviously the double gunner grip Striders seem to sell out incredibly, incredibly fast. This one did sell out, but you had time to buy it. You did have time to buy it. If you were aware of the drop and you wanted this and you came at the right time, you definitely could have snagged one of these, which in my opinion, seeing this in hand means that it is underrated, because in hand, this is fantastic. This is just absolutely great. So let's check out, I guess, the size of this. I believe it has a 4-inch blade, but the cutting edge is less than that. Looks like we've got a cutting edge at around 3 1/4, just under, I would say. 4-inch blade, you can kind of see, I guess they measure it to there. We do have the finger choil that we've kind of come to expect at the bottom of the blade there, and the overall length here, top to bottom, is about 9 inches, with about 5 of that being the handle. Now I have tried both an SNG and a SMF, and the SMF is definitely kind of supersized in that respect, but I still think it's a great size for everyday carry. I personally think I prefer the size of the SMF to the SNG in hand, but I don't know for sure that I prefer it from a carry perspective, so I think that will be a fascinating thing to check out here as well. I did let my SNG PD1 Tanto go because I prefer to have non-corrosive metals. Again, that's just a personal preference, but let's compare kind of size and weight to some other things that I've got sitting around. So the weight of this is 6.8 ounces. Now that is a pretty chunky knife, especially because we have a SMF with the DGG grip and G10, and this should illustrate the benefit of G10 right here, because I'm expecting this to come in very significantly lighter. So we've got 5.3 versus 6.8. That's an 1.5 ounce difference. That's pretty significant. Let's just throw on some other knives here. We've got the XL DGG in full titanium. It's a beast at 8.2. We've got the Demco Shark Attack with a thinner 0.125 blade stock, full titanium scales. Actually, I'd say this is like very similar in size. So let's kind of compare that right there. The Shark Attack is actually a bit smaller overall, but it is very significantly lighter if I recall correctly. So 6.4 ounces full titanium scales again versus 6.8. So the full titanium scales in general always add weight. Let's throw some other ones on here. We have a compact 80/20 full thickness at 7.2. This might be the most comparable. It's got the same blade thickness and it is a little bit heavier, even though it is a compact size. So the cool thing I think about this then is that in the Strider, you're getting a bigger knife with a longer blade and a longer handle, full titanium scales, feels just as solid in hand, really ergonomic, fantastic, amazing touch with the ghost stripe on the blade, by the way. And it comes in lighter than a compact Demco, which, I mean, really does set the gold standard for just being an overbuilt tank of a compact knife. So, what's left? Let's compare this to an AD22 just for fun. The weight on the AD22 is 5.4 ounces. If you saw my video on that, you know that I think the AD22 just strikes the balance of an absolutely fantastic, overbuilt, everyday carry knife. The form factor combined with the weight, combined with the strength of the full titanium scales, just has this up there as one of my all-time favorites for everyday carry. I don't know that this new Strider would kind of enter the mix for me as a true everyday carry knife, meaning it religiously goes in my pocket because it is a bit large. But man, I tell you, in hand, I am really impressed with this thing. I really love this thing. I can definitely see working this into a rotation where I grab it to carry it every now and then, probably more so on the weekend, but it's just fantastic. It really is great. All right, one last size comparison, just because I do have the XL, and this is a gigantic tank of a knife, and I just want to show you the kind of difference in size that makes the SMF just that much more manageable to be able to actually carry it with you kind of in your pocket on a given day versus the XL that, quite frankly, is just too big for that. The titanium scales are blocked off, the edges are pretty rounded, they're not gonna bite you or snag on things, except for maybe within the jimping. When you kind of get into this area here, isn't quite as rounded as the rest of it. What else is there to talk about? The hardware, we've got the performance style hardware that doesn't require the special tool. Everything that I've seen released from him recently seems to have this hardware, which I personally really appreciate. I think it looks fantastic. This is a huge winner in my opinion. Some of his drops I have passed on intentionally. I think everything is amazing. Some things speak to me more than others. This one was kind of half and half. I wanted a full titanium scale knife. I did personally prefer the double gunner grip, but I am so glad I picked this one up. I definitely see this one making it into the long-term collection. I think it's absolutely classic. And yeah, I think that might be it. So anything else noteworthy? I know we talk about lock stick with Striders, not really noticing an issue with this one where it matters. I haven't tried to deploy this yet. Let's just see if I can. Very satisfying thunk. Centering looks pretty darn good. Maybe just ever so slightly off center, but as Striders go, not a problem. And again, there's a kind of hand-built element to these that makes it just feel special and unique in a way where you can tell it kind of came out of a shop where people were working on these by hand. I know that that is true for Demcos to a certain degree, but you know, comparing one to the other, these definitely feel much more like they're coming off of a manufacturing line. They're always very consistent. That's not a bad thing. I'm just saying that, you know, a selling point to me for Striders is that they do feel like there is a very human component to these knives. All right, and that's all I've got for this one. Thank you for watching. Please let me know what you think of this knife in the comments. I appreciate you, and I will see you at the next one soon.